There is about to be a massive spiritual expansion for the collective around our relationship with the earth and material supply. This is all part of our progression into a new earth, into the dawning of a new level of collective consciousness in which empathy and unity are playing an increasingly leading role. According to the angels, these earth-related expansions are going to bring big spiritual lessons into your life that have the potential to upgrade your relationship with abundance. So tune in with me and get ready to receive angel messages for the new moon cycle spanning from May 19th through June 2nd, 2023. Hi everyone, I'm Sarah Hall and I'm an angel channeler. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so excited to share these angel messages with you. If you've been here before, welcome back. I'm so honored to stay connected with you as you grow on your sacred life's path. The angels have some big, important messages for us on the spiritual energy shifts and lessons we can expect for the second half of May and early June. And really, I'm anticipating this time to be just as transformational as the massively powerful eclipse season we had during April and early May. So let's dive straight into the big things you need to know about the cosmic energy shifts during this time. This is a cycle highly influenced by the energy of Taurus, which rules all things having to do with earth and material supply, including food, natural resources, money, personal belongings, the economy, global agriculture, home, and safety. If you watched my solar and lunar eclipse videos, then this might sound familiar because the eclipse season brought in a big root chakra reset for all of us, and Taurus energy is really good at embodying root chakra energy. Basically, that root chakra reset was preparation leading up to this new energy cycle, which will be full of very earthy upgrades. As such, there's a big chance that a lot of the spiritual lessons and shifts you'll experience this moon cycle will show up in one of these earthy root chakra areas of life. Let's go into the details. First off, before the May 19th new moon in Taurus, we have a huge astrological shift in which the planet Jupiter, which is the planet of expansion, spirituality, and wealth, moves into Taurus on May 16th, where it will stay for the next year until May of 2024. This is setting the stage for a huge awakening into abundance consciousness, which is a spiritual level of consciousness in which we hold greater awareness of the fact that the universe is infinite abundance, and that we, therefore, can be spiritual channels for abundance. In other words, we have the power to spiritually manifest an infinite stream of abundance, support, and well-being. And it simply takes a shift in consciousness for us to experience that personally and co-create a world in which abundance is more universally and harmoniously available to all. I'll be going into tons of details on abundance consciousness and the new earth in my upcoming Manifesting Masterclass on May 21st at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. If you're feeling the call to awaken your manifestation abilities and take a big step forward into abundance consciousness, then this masterclass is for you, and you're going to love receiving the angels' messages and healing activations that day. You can sign up for the masterclass via the link in the description below, and I'll send you all the details you need to join in. Now, according to the angels, one of the huge themes we'll see from the May 16th Jupiter in Taurus shift is an awakening in which there is a deep longing for the riches of simplicity. Humanity is naturally driving itself into the awareness that sometimes there is no greater wealth than the sun on your skin, the wind in your hair, good, natural, clean food to eat, and quiet, simple moments spent among the trees or walking through the waves on the beach. We are beyond ready for this awakening to the value in simple blessings, especially since there are so many opportunities to be distracted by imbalanced hyper-consumerism in this modern global overculture that most of us interface with every day. Hyper-consumerism and imbalanced materialism, by the way, are byproducts of lack consciousness, the collective state of consciousness born of separation and fear that causes us to overconsume earthly resources and to feel perpetually anxious and unfulfilled. If you're watching this video, then you're one of the souls who has chosen at a spiritual level to help heal this and pioneer the consciousness of abundance into our world. You do this by awakening your own personal abundance consciousness and manifestation power first, then making your own life a shining example and energetic vortex of fulfillment and abundance that can help spread waves of inspiration and healing energy to the whole world. That's exactly what we'll be doing in my upcoming Angel Alchemy Manifestation course. So if this is lighting you up, then be sure to sign up for the free Manifesting Masterclass via the link below, and we'll help you to take the first transformational steps on that journey. Essentially, when it comes to these earthy lessons on abundance, we're in a profound chapter of humanity's collective spiritual awakening. The earth is a great revealer of spiritual truth, a profound leader and guide for us in awakening to the higher consciousness of love that is part of our collective destiny. So, as we learn to harmonize with the earth and manifest a relationship of abundance with the earth and each other, we accelerate the timeline of that collective destiny. Now, just one day after that May 16th Jupiter into Taurus shift, we have a very powerful alignment occurring. Jupiter will be squaring off with Pluto on May 17th, and this will last through the first half of June. This is arguably one of the most significant planetary alignments of the year because it represents a pivotal moment for your relationship with abundance and your manifestation power. Depending on the person or situation, this can bring big highs or lows into your finances that will coincide with big changes to your self-beliefs and your relationship with the world at large. This shift is part of a collective karmic cycle that harkens back to both the April 20th solar eclipse of this year and the March equinox of 2020. So think back to the intentions you set during the April 20th solar eclipse and to whatever was surfacing in your life in terms of lessons and personal growth back in March of 2020. Remember, March of 2020 was when a lot of us were going into COVID lockdown, and this brought up huge emotions, lessons, and perspective upgrades that changed many people's worldview. The changes you're about to experience are connected to that. They are part of that same thread of karmic learning and spiritual evolution and have the potential to accelerate your life's timeline by giant leaps. Now, we've set the stage for the new moon in Taurus on May 19th. This is a new moon of planting seeds for manifestation in perfect divine timing and order. Your angels are inviting you to trust what comes up around this new moon because everything is lining up to serve your highest soul level intentions, even if what comes up seems to be uncomfortable or difficult on the surface at first. In fact, your angels want you to know that you are receiving huge blessings around this new moon. This is such a powerful moment of divine synchronicity, and it is really helping you get started with a new chapter of life in which you will manifest something that will provide the structure and practical support needed to manifest what you've been dreaming up for your long-term path. So with this energetic backdrop in mind, let's dive into the angels' 3 messages for you on this new moon cycle ahead. All 3 of the following messages are highly likely to apply to your path in some way. But if you want to get a sense of what your angel's strongest leading message is for you, then go ahead and think of a number 1 through 3 in your head right now. Whatever number you're drawn to is going to represent the angel message with your biggest personal theme. Ready? Let's dive in. The angel's first message for the Taurus new moon cycle is practice grounding. Since Jupiter is moving into Taurus, and Jupiter brings expansion, blessings, and spiritual insight to whatever it touches, you're going to experience a profound call back to nature. Taurus is all about our relationship with the earth, so you'll find that the next steps on your path, the answers, healing, and strength you've been seeking, can all be found by returning to nature. If you're hearing this message, then your angels want you to know that this is profound. It is time to get outside and put bare feet onto the earth to literally ground your spiritual and electromagnetic energy fields to that of Mother Earth. This will not only bring you the benefits of increased peace, health, and well-being, but it will also help to ground any higher spiritual energy that you've been receiving from the universe on your spiritual ascension path. Your angels want you to know that there is magical joy, fulfillment, healing, and empowerment to be found for you in nature. This includes coming back to nature in your diet and eating habits, which is actually one of our most intimate ways of communing with Mother Earth. When you put food and drink into your body, you're putting a piece of Mother Earth into you and becoming one with her. You're being guided to tune into your body and Mother Earth for messages on what changes you can make in order to nourish your body in the most supportive way possible for grounding the higher spiritual consciousness of love. In addition to eating in the light of earthly harmony and grounding by spending time in nature, your angels are also guiding you to step away from the artificial and synthetic wherever possible. Your body, mind, and soul are hungering for the real world. That means stepping away from screens and moving at the pace of nature. This is your sign to literally put your hands in the dirt and tend to a garden, to jump into a lake or into the ocean and feel the water on your skin, and to connect with the treasures that come from under the earth, including rocks, crystals, metals, salt, root vegetables, and so forth. Doing these things will ground you profoundly and open up a passageway in your mind so that you may channel the spiritual wisdom of Mother Earth. From a collective standpoint, we're going to see increasing value placed on the earth, natural food, agriculture, and all things that come from the land. This is part of the conscious reset that will be helping our collective to forge a new way to relate with one another and our environment in the new earth. The angel's second message for this Taurian new moon is all about building for the long term. According to the angels, we're in a collective spiritual cycle of expansion in which we are building up the practical structures that will support our new earth values of empathy, love, and harmony. You'll be experiencing this personally by receiving big inspirations and ideas on what you want to build or create for your life. Take time to reflect on this. What are you feeling the most inspired to create? What are you most passionate about working on? What are you being guided to innovate or change? Wherever your heart lands in answering these questions is revealing exactly what is in highest alignment with your divine purpose and spiritual growth. And what's more is that the things you start building now will last. The things you're changing or creating right now are setting the tone for your long-term future and will help you to manifest your highest dreams and soul destiny. We'll be going into tons of detail on manifesting according to your highest soul destiny in my Manifesting Masterclass, so be sure to sign up via the link in the description below. This is incredible divine timing for building new life structures, by the way, because the Jupiter square Pluto alignment on May 17th is putting an energy into place that will drive you to succeed in your chosen field or project. Pluto's intensity will combine with Jupiter's expansive power to drive you forward through any past obstacles and help you to realize true progress. You're also highly likely to receive a big dose of determination to succeed, backed up by a strong belief in yourself and a clear picture of your divine life's purpose to succeed in what you're creating. This moon cycle has all the potential to be a very successful time of manifestation, taking important life steps and building the foundations of your dreams, which will all lead to self-empowerment and a deeper understanding of your soul purpose. The angel's third message for this new moon in Taurus cycle is all about financial expansion or contraction. Within these current energy alignments, there is a huge potential to experience ups or downs in your finances. Whether you experience financial expansion or contraction is all down to what will serve your highest good on your path right now. If your finances are tied to things that ultimately need to change in order for you to align with your highest good, then you'll experience either an increase or decrease in your finances, depending on which one will help you better. But don't let any of this worry you. According to the angels, this financial change is guiding you to something much better. You are being guided towards something that will ultimately serve your long-term financial well-being even better than what is here right now. So, if there's a temporary decrease in your finances, don't worry. This is leading you to a long-term increase that will bring you far more blessings. If you experience a financial increase, trust that this is leading you towards something that will keep your finances increasing for the long term. According to the angels, all souls incarnate into the human experience with the knowledge that the earthly lessons of money and material supply will be profound in shaping their awakening to divine truth. In divine truth, we are one with each other and our divine source, and our divine source is absolutely infinite and eternal abundance. We experience contrasts to that in the earthly realm, but it is these very contrasts, these seeming limitations we might face with money and earthly supply, that can potentially jolt us into awakening to infinite divine abundance the most. You're about to get a jolt of this kind in your life, and it is a blessing. Whatever change you experience in your finances or earthly materials is now guiding you to get out of the matrix, so to speak, and make yourself invulnerable to upheaval from the global economy. You may be guided to become your own economy in some way, to plant prosperous seeds for a new financial system for your life. This is helping you to support a higher level of personal peace, empowerment, and self-belief than ever before. Now, on a collective level, there is a chance we may see people taking strong opposing views in this energy of material or financial change. Root chakra change tends to trigger people's fear of lack and fear for their security and safety. Anytime that fear comes to surface, you might see frustration, disagreements, gridlocks of opposing views, or division and separation. Though this may be uncomfortable to witness, it is actually totally normal when it comes to shifting paradigms. We're literally seeing the old world versus the new in these opposing viewpoints. We can help break out of this gridlock by holding empathy for everyone, supporting our own highest values, and then radiating our well-being and peace out into the collective. No matter the opposing viewpoints, there is always potential for people to come together over the universal magic of the simple things that bring us joy instead of fear in the material world. Things like food, nature, and beauty. In truth, we all hold love for one another and for this planet deep down, and it is our spiritual destiny to co-create a coming together in that love. All of this is part of the ascension we're undergoing throughout this human lifetime in this special chapter of earthly spiritual evolution. We'll be exploring this in relation to your claiming your manifestation power in my upcoming free Manifestation Masterclass, so be sure to sign up via the link below. Also, everyone who signs up for the masterclass will get early access to my Angel Alchemy course 1 full day before I release it to the general public. That will increase your chances of getting a spot in this class, where we'll be taking an intimate journey of healing and transformation with the angels as we learn everything about manifestation from them. I can't wait to connect with you there. So again, make sure you add your name to the list via the link below. Thank you so much for watching this video and for liking, commenting, subscribing, and hitting the notification bell. It is my honor to be connected with you, and I am so grateful to be here with you on your spiritual path. As always, know until we meet again that you are so loved and so very blessed. Bye!